night getting on it. Because I ain't got to take this serious. This ain't a battle, it's a laugh. This whole matchup was a bad joke. Let me tell you how it starts. There's an Englishman and an Irishman standing at a bar. There's an Englishman and an Irishman both standing at a bar, trying to make each other look stupid, but don't worry, I look the stupidest by far. Because when I was back home saying I was going to Ireland to battle Podge, no one knew who you are. I said, come on, he's Ireland's next big thing. He's been getting busy on the scene. He's already lost to Terminal Hulk, but he sort of beat GEE. And when he ain't choking, that boy's bringing heat. Let's not forget to mention he was on that CD with Chuck D.
This fucking was alright.
on that CD with Chuck D. Let's not play who's done what and where they did it. I've done a few things myself. I won't get specific. One, I don't like to brag. Two, they ain't that terrific. But you still couldn't match it, so let's forget it. But that name drop, that was fucking embarrassing. I mean, you was on the same CD, not even on the same track as him, babe.
That's amazing.
You was on the same CD, not even on the same track as him, but if that's your main achievement, then let's weigh up the factors then. If he has a copy of that CD, do you really think he's giving your track a spin? I bought a smack for him, but they say keep it rap with him. I'll tie his arms together, his legs together and throw him out of it like a javelin. They say bars over jokes. Well, I say fuck them, because I do both. I'm Mr. No Slogan, off the top Hulk Hogan. 96, get your bones broken, no swollen. I leave holes with their holes open. Leave everything from bed sheets to the wall soaking. No slow poking. When you're Bjor's home alone like Macaulay Culkin. I'm sleeping through a window like Burglar Bill with his sack bulging. No joking. I will roll through your farm and take a shit in the barn. I'll slap the shit out the cow, and I ain't talking about the bovine, I'm talking about your ma. And talking to your ma, Hulk says she turns up to some of your battles, is that right? You better hope she don't turn up here tonight, because she might see something she likes. Make some noise!
Let's go, Podge!
Round one on Podge.
Spoiler alert. He's probably going to shout really loud, say a load of poorly structured punchlines and probably mention the famine. Say a load of irrelevant, disrespectful shit because he hasn't got any talent. And then be like, oh, see how I made everybody hate me? Man, I bodied that battle. No, son, you just made everyone uncomfortable by coming across obnoxious and challenged. You are literally the most talentless cunt that I'll ever face. You're literally the most talentless cunt that I'll ever face. I had to laugh when I got him like Welvin the Great. So son, you've come out to the wrong place like a Chechnya gate to face a bad man representing green like I'm Severus Snape. Who in less than a year moved through tears smoother than a Mexican wave. I could beat you on presence alone, and that's your highest attribute. Plus, did I mention I've been on a wave so they can hear me like I'm advertising Malibu? So can you hear me now? Well, if you can't, then I'm not mad at you, because the right people haven't. They're the ones that never contact you. I've been on sold out cards in your home city, while you're mid-card on gift to gab you food, and still I write like Maya Angelou. While you may have had to rise for this work, but I promise it's safe. You ain't going nowhere like a static boon. I'd batter you on tracks and in a fight. This is just the most convenient, and plus my inboxes from this pussy shows how much a whore he really is, messaging me to show his grievances, like because I posted a jokey meme to say Mackenzie won 3-0 against this measly prick, which he kinda really did, but he had to get all upset just because he disagrees with it. In my inbox, like he's a weak-centered emotional bitch in my inbox, like, oh, I know I won that battle. You should spend more time writing bars than you are posting these pics. You must be joking me, Giz. You want to poke holes in my shit? Did you not want to say on Jump Off you wanted to poke Pedro with your dick? Jesus Christ, that's as gay as Kevin Spacey is a paedophile.
That's amazing.
Jesus Christ.
That's sick.
Jesus Christ, that's as gay as Kevin Spacey is a paedophile. Plus, I watched 10 seconds of your battle and made me feel that I barely even need to write. You are nappy diarrhea. It's 1-0 and I... It's 1-0 and I ain't even tried. It's 1-0 and I ain't even tried. Fuck it. It's 1-0 and I ain't even tried. Anyway, fuck it. What can you... You can't beat me, Giz. What can you say? Fuck all. I show and prove every time, while the Brits just got the gas like rock all. My punch count can dumbfound like a heyday Roy Jones. Plus I got one for everyone in the audience like the Late Late Toy Show.
Stop that.
So, con man, you're a pedo and queer. G-Dub, I'm only joking, lads. It's just someone had to talk shit about the audience now that Keogh ain't here.
Make some noise, folks.
Let's go, guys.
Round 2 on Giz.
Alright. Fair enough. Yeah. Ready?
Let's go.
They said don't take Podge lightly. His words carry weight around here and there's a slim chance I'll get the crowd behind me. But I'm off the scale and I don't scrap tidy, but if he can run his mouth like I can, this should work out nicely. You chat shit, Podge, lying like it's a game. You're kinda slim but you're called Podge, you're even lying in your name. Shit. I'm Podgy for real, you ain't in the right frame. You were getting taken off road soon as you stepped in my lane. 2 shots will slew Podge. Fuck these new bods, I've moved spots. I'll run rings around him this whole event cause that's the best way to lose Podge. See?
Weight loss.
That's the something he's got to deal with. That's the best way to lose Podge. See, I rhyme about drugs and women, you know, I'm a typical geezer. He raps about being a monstrous god who breathes ether. What are you, a mythical creature? Well, I don't believe ya. They put Lucifer against Father Dougal. I'm far more brutal. My bar's harsh and truthful. You was thinking this path was fruitful till I passed through to remove you. Don't let your friends delude you. Any man I ever lose to must have been practicing voodoo. I'm talking blood sacrifice, juju, been some sort of wizard or guru. I'll let you choose if you choose to. But you the champ of this league? Now that would be terminal. I made it my business to get personal. The way I dissect a man surgical, I mean, I spit the sickest shit. You lot get to witness it. In August I beat a Scottishman, now I'm beating an Irishman. Oh, I'm on some English shit. I'm not here to talk about who's been around longer. I ain't living in the past, I'm just sicker with the bars. You lot got this choir boy thinking he's hard. Eyebrows thicker than Minaj. When it kicks off, eyebrows thicker than Minaj. When it kicks off, he's on the phone to the guards and he knows in his heart he's getting broken in half. But talking to half a euro said I ain't got bars. Only aggression, so I thought it was best I check him out, and boy, that was depressing. I mean, Euro, mate, you wanted to chat shit, you should have been standing there, I'd have had it straight with you. You didn't need to go all the way to Australia to find out you were a failure. Let's let him choke again, time. Let him choke again, time.
Make some noise.
Let's go, Podge!
Round 2 on Podge.
So, in this round's edition of absolutely awful shit this idiot has said, he has said verbatim, it's Mr. Personal back with a backpack full of personals for you to take personally. And this ain't from a battle years ago. This one just came out the other week. Like, seriously, a backpack full of personals. And he did the action as well, like a backpack full of personals. Like, seriously, how bad does that sound? But for research purposes only, I have to ask, and don't get mad at me now, but...
Yeah, I'm gonna come out.
Like, seriously, how bad does that sound? But for research purposes only, I gotta ask, and don't get mad at me now, but how do you carry around a backpack full of personals when they're intangible sounds? Like, do they take up a lot of space? Are they rectangle or round? And in that same battle, you know the battle where he won clearly against Mackenzie, as he said, I don't care about winning, which is kind of easy to say when you never win anyway, but I don't care about winning. I made Shock stop singing with personals. Shut the fuck up. He wasn't even connecting and Shocks was enough to kill him like the Milgram experiment.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Milgram experiment, your pen shit as protesters' walls in the H-blocks. Mine sharp as Oliver Bierhoff in the box with a clear shot. So bring any extra shit round here and I'm knocking that beard off. And for thinking this is a holiday, I'll make that novelty wear off. But to be honest, I'm astonished you're here, boss. Paying your own flights in a com for a clear loss, cause you've been battling longer than Jay Short and he was the one with the paid slots. So don't talk about credentials, cause you're a glorified journeyman made stop a punch bag on undercards before a prospect can take off. Yes! And this is the wrong place to come if you want that to change, cause you'll soon realise Irish is always dominant over English in this setting, like a chalk in the Gaeltacht. And to think people had the audacity to say I shouldn't use the Irish language on my bars because they thought that it would hurt me. But that Cunnis a Tatu bar against terminals showed everybody loved a bit of Gaeilge in my commentary like me Hall of Mera Hertig. And now we all see that you're nervous, leaving your little gift of gab comfort zone has you bawling inside and causing you strife. Plus I bet you didn't know I own all the rights to that league too, did you little cunt? Cause Snoop was just a front. Cause I kissed the Blarney Stone when I was 5 and was granted with the gift of the gab for all of my life. So call it a night, because the only reason that you're here is Rory's trying to run a business and he's got to be nice, and the bond that we share means that I'm loyal for life. I did not want to battle you today. Today is a fucking favour, mate. We literally offered this battle to everyone in the roster and nobody tried to take your plate. You would not be on the stage today if you didn't say you'd pay your way and sort the fucking place to stay. And if I wasn't doing this favour, I'd be battling Oshea today. And that's the levels. So turn and walk away like Macy Gray. And if you and if you fucking stumble, don't try and stay. Crawl to your destination, mate. Don't bother asking Rory for another battle, because you'd be bodied by my stable mates. And I guess right now it's safe to say it's easy to be a tough guy in my inbox, but it's different when we're face to face.
Yeah. Talk that shit. Talk that shit. Talk that shit.
Round 3 on gears.
Let's go. Let's go.
My people thought I weren't going to write for this. I was just going to turn up, freestyle and clown him. Nah, I put the pen to work, but see, it weren't really about him. It ain't because I rate him or find his work outstanding. Don't confuse it. I don't care what events you've been running around in and what big names in the UK scene you got vouching. Like, I don't care if his girlfriend's always around him, because to me you still look like you got lost trying to find Brokeback Mountain looking for a tent to get down in. What, you're next in line? Fuck that, I'm jumping the queue. Your rap is full of wankers like you. Yeah, rap is full of wankers like you, see? He snapped this up, thought it was easy, did it without hesitation. Now he's wishing he never came, like premature ejaculation. Let me try and explain the situation. Let me try and explain the situation. Think of a female mid-masturbation, because this cunt's full of himself. This cunt's full of himself. I was expecting Gwame to bring him down a notch, but it looks like I've had to do it myself. And you lot thought he was going to kill me. Behave. I'll have him chalked out before he gets to chalked out, and won't that be a shame? What do you lot think? What do you lot think I did? Come all this way to fuck up, forget my bars while I'm rhyming? Rory, save the pep talk, don't take me for no titan. Don't take me for no titan, bless him, he had a breakdown mid-round. I'll break a man down by mid-round. Ain't you see what I did to this clown? People back home were like, Giz, you gonna try and rebuttal some of the shit that he says? I said, yeah, that'd be great, as long as they got someone that can translate, because let's face it, even the Irish look around like, what the fuck did Podge just say? He said some shit about me losing to Shocks, and yeah, that much is true, but don't fucking go on like you wouldn't lose to him too. Time, fuck it, I'm done.
Let's go, Podge.
Round 3 on Podge, let's go.
In the final edition of Absolutely cringy shit this fella has done, he called out Scoop in his last battle and surprisingly didn't get a reply. Well, Mr. Credentials with your backpack full of credentials, that was let me work. Well, Mr. Credentials with your backpack full of credentials, that must have dented your pride, because you're a big deal who's battle on the same stage as Eminem at Reading Festival, right? Shut the fuck up. You're so insignificant the battle scene doesn't even have the budget to pay you no never mind. We're different calibers of battler, Giz. They don't even have to guess why, but for argument's sake, let's try. You see, I'm battling Dialect next time, so the difference is you die and I get die.
Yeah, nice.
So you're well past your shelf life, not quite a pro like a peptide, like them dub scandal cunts you should have kept quiet, because you seen how I sent Domsky on to the next life. Nah, I'm kidding.
Yes.
Nah, I'm kidding there, blessed guys. I'm just ahead of everything that's come before like percentiles. Can go toe to toe with the best guys. Rock your boat with the left, right, because I'm known to break off skulls like the Coveney in X-Files. Fuck. like the cup, and I don't let the lead fly, because to be honest, it just isn't me. But bitch, believe I've got dudes that'll blaspheme in Ireland like attitudes for milky tea. Lyrically, you're piss poor, Giz. Your name's Gavin McKibey. You should be called Caroline, because you're the only one that thinks that your shit don't stink. I did you dirty and barely had a try like a bingo wing. I did you dirty and barely had a try like a bingo wing. Broke you in half for luck just before I eat on a wishbone thing. Gizmo's shit. He just depends on vulgarity. So every fucking battle he says he's going to murder your family, anally rape your baby murderer, and kill your unborn son and loads of other catastrophes just because he hasn't got the faculty to structure words naturally and think of a couple of angle schemes to break down a person's personality. So, fuck. To break down a person's personality.
You got this. Go, Podge. You got this.
Break down a person's personality. This battle shit just isn't in him, so he focuses on innocent victims, a lot of women and children who have no business in the shit that he's spitting. And it's all just fiction, because I don't think he's a child. Because I don't think he's a child-killing rapist. I just think that his writing is basic, so he has to jazz it up with extra shit to get people hyped when they hear it. It's all lies and it's clear, and here's something I need to say. Whatever about saying all them vulgar punchlines, I let that slide, it's okay, but taking shortcuts in your writing is something I'll never be okay with. But let's just assume that he is a man of his word, and killing women and children is something that he actually does. You don't deserve to stand on this earth, because no matter how much I hate a man, I know his family first. Time.
Yeah.